if you can't get through it, then I can't get through it, then we're not that bitches, so I just really need you to get together, okay?
Hello, everybody. I am so happy to be back. I want to thank all of you for giving me this couple extra days grace. I needed it. I'm usually not this long in between videos. You guys know it's 2 to 3 days, and this is a little bit longer, but it was needed, and I appreciate it. So thank you. I will get into it just real shortly. But before I do that, anybody that's brand new here, I do all of my stuff in chapter form. And after the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials. And those are anything that is funny, parody, stand-up, you name it. I've got it about these two fools, because if we don't laugh, we'll go crazy. All right, so let's just get into it. So real quick before we get into anything, I put this on my community page, but I know everybody doesn't go over there. Although you should. I post funny memes every day, you guys. But anyway, we all know I got out of the hospital. I did 3 videos. I felt guilty about being gone. Put them up. Demonetized again. One wasn't, so I was happy. I was just going to leave it. Changed the title, instant demonetization. I lost my mind because the thing is, you guys, here it is. I've only told one person this, and he knows who he is, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart for all the work that he's put into this. But I was monetized by a computer, so I was afraid if a human being came onto my channel that they would completely get rid of it, because I do take chances. I know that. However, I had to try. It was either that or nothing, and I'm not just about the money, and I think you guys know that. I still haven't seen a dime, but that's because I need a PIN number. It's a long story. Regardless, I did what Ibble Dibble did. She shut everything off and only put up like 1 or 2 videos. And that's because YouTube can't make any money off of privatized videos. So I figured, you know what? I got to play chess. So that's what I did. And that's why they all disappeared, you guys. I had to get their attention. And whether I was going to go on or not was going to matter about, what they said. So anyways, I got really lucky. I fought the law and I won. And in front of you is just one of the emails I got. I'm not going to show them all because I sent in so many videos. And all of them came back monetized except for 4, which I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So anyways, my older ones I don't make much because they put it from the time I was monetized. But the ones I've made since then, now more are monetized, so that makes me a lot happier. Yeah, so I just want you guys to know that I love being here. I love everything about it. I just couldn't see myself doing this forever without some sort of compensation, because it is a lot of work. But that being said, let's just get into the fun. Okay, so we are going to continue on with their list of lies. So this is the second list of lies, 41 to 80, plus number 10, because I missed that last time. Thank you to the sub that pointed that out, by the way. And we have something about renting the Montecito abode. The real owners, they're talking. So if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, last video, part 1, I've got 4 pages of lies. We are on page 2 because I did page 1 previous, and I've only chosen like 10 to put a picture to, or we'd be here forever. So, but I will be going through them all. And I also put this up too because I've had people say, I've never seen them smoking. They say they smoke, blah, blah. Well, here you go. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I know this is uber small, which is why I will read it out. You guys don't even have to worry about it. And I'm sorry my voice is a little gravelly, but like I said, I was unwell. So I think you'll forgive me, right? Okay. So number 10 that I'd missed before was the story about her coming through the trunk of her car. which we all know was a crock. Oh, shit. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I got birds singing outside my window. Okay, it's kind of nice. So, 41. Excuse me, I'll grab my glasses. 41. Not allowed to invite her niece to her wedding. So this is said niece, Ashley Hale, Samantha's daughter. And I wanted to show it because it says Meghan Markle. Oh, how I love my @Ashley Hale. Always here for you, you beautiful, special, and deserving woman. #family first. Could you just puke right now? Because I know I could. I mean, family for... Holy moly. MM's letter to Thomas Markle and the ensuing saga is number 42. 43, the Markle letter. friends took the letter to People Mag without MM's consent. Yeah, okay. 44, H couldn't remember who previously lived in Nottingham Cottage. Are you kidding me right now? 45, like honestly, these are ridiculous. When did the dog have broken legs? So here's the picture. I just said this goes with her being evil in my opinion. How did this happen? Now, I have done, like you guys know, I go crazy on research, and then there's some things that I'm like, I can't. So I don't know how this happened. If anybody does, please leave it in the comments, because how? I have never even seen that happen in my life, okay? And my dad is the largest small dog breeder in my province. So I should have seen some stuff. Never seen this before. So yeah, help. Okay, 46 different stories about how he proposed. 47, named 3 different first dance songs so far. Wow, hey? That's crazy. 48, hadn't seen her sister for over 20 years. So I had this. I thought, how perfect. Rear Clark, this is from Samantha, is clueless and sucks at mathematics. How do you figure 23 years since I saw Meg when my graduation was 2008 by a calculator? Right? 20 years? Come on now. She's so full of shit. I mean, really. Say her eyes are brown, but I mean, that's the obvious joke, right? But yeah, so also throughout my video here, I got quite a few things, not all, like, well, yeah, a few things from a very wonderful sub of mine, and I appreciate it so much because it helps me so much on my research. So thank you very, very much. Okay, 49, Catherine making her cry. 50, Thomas Markle never received a wedding invitation despite what said. 51, Kingsington Choir was actually invited by Charles. Well, look at that. To perform at the wedding, not I didn't even know that, guys. Because I haven't read all of these, to be completely honest, because I know they're the lies, so I just thought, okay, I'm just going to go with it. 52, the spectacle of the wedding. Like, I did go through some, obviously, to get pictures, but not every single one. So, yeah, interesting. So, of course, I took this picture of the spectacle of a wedding. And the reason I did this one, you guys, is because this was her. This was her second gown that day. And this was all what she wanted, was the whole party afterwards. I'm sorry. How was that the spectacle? So, yeah, that's why I chose this picture. So 53 says the unaliving episode. Let's check that out. So I wrote, she looks like she's been sobbing for hours. And in this one, I said, H looks terrified he's losing his wife. Like, that's why I chose these pictures as well. Just to prove what a bunch of crap. I just can't... It literally... I say this every time. It shocks me that they say this stuff because everything's on video, people. Okay, so the next two I'm going to put together. 54, no help with mental health issues. 55, Harry had no idea how to access mental health help for MM. So here's the three. And I just wrote, Rochelle couldn't find mental help because they literally created the charity Heads Together. Prince William, Princess Catherine, and Has No Balls. And just one more picture, and I wrote, they literally made a charity for mental health, probably from Has No Harry, because he needed help and they knew it. So for him to actually go on there and say that is mind-blowing, to say the least. Okay, so 56, lack of control and feeling lonely. 57, the palace banned her from lunching with friends. Okay, this is ludicrous. 58, royal family totally ignored every single request to help them. Really? 59, Catherine has only had to deal with things that were rude? What? Please. 60, H claimed MM was denied help because it would look bad upon the institution. 61, Catherine didn't do anything to correct the negative sources about stories about MM. Excuse me, what exactly was she supposed to do? She can't even talk about her own self. How is she supposed to help MM? That's ludicrous. 62, claimed she was silenced. 63, passport was taken off her. 64, didn't leave the palace for months. So it's time for a picture. Meghan Markle took 13 foreign holidays despite claiming royals took her passport away. Honest to God, you guys. Look at all those places. Spain, Jamaica, Botswana, Italy, Netherlands, Norway. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding? Woo. 65. Had her keys taken off her by the palace. 66. Claims she felt imprisoned in the palace. 67. Never allowed to wear bright colors. Well, I don't know about you guys, but green, yellow, blue, and red are bright colors to me. Mrs. Lyerson here. So yes, full of crapola. Okay, so 68. Sam Cohen didn't call MM an organism. No proof. What? What? Okay. 69. They did the job better than the royals. Sure. 70. H claimed MM encouraged him to get help for the very first time. Well, okay, well, what was Heads Together then? All right, then. 71. Harry wanted privacy in LA. 72. These are so stupid. Financially cut off by the royal family. 73. Working with TV companies wasn't part of the plan. Yeah, okay. 74. It was all about privacy. Or not. 75. Netflix wasn't about the money. Oh, please. Please. 76. Never collaborated in finding freedom. So, of course, this one was a big one, so I had to have something, because Vanity Fair said, Meghan Markle admits she really did help with finding freedom. In documents filed as part of her tabloid trial, her lawyer said she gave details about her relationship with her father with a third party, but did not contact the authors directly. Oh, please. She's just sickening. Okay, so number 77. Passing info to Omid Scobie caught with over the Queen's funeral. Remember when Prince William put out about the train, and then the whole Omid Scobie got caught basically telling everybody because the Sussexes told him. Okay. 78. Privacy claims yet sold 15 hours of footage to Netflix. 79. Claimed to have interviewed Michelle Obama for Vogue magazine. Are you kidding me right now? And number 80. Going to what? Just a sec here. Going to concentrate on grassroots media. Sorry, that took me back I'm like, what? I've never heard that one before. Okay, so that's page 2, guys. We'll do page 3 next one. Now I have just a very, very short article that I found very interesting to share with you. Okay, so also before I read this, I get people who say, well, how do you have the proof? MSM didn't say this, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, guys. MSM isn't saying anything right now, as we know. So this is all we have. Really, it is. So it's basically believe it if you want, believe it if you don't want. Some of it's probably true, some of it isn't, that kind of thing. But MSM isn't saying anything at the moment. We are waiting. So as for proof, and besides that, MSM doesn't tell the truth anyway. Okay. The Coppolas, who have remained relatively private amid the media frenzy surrounding their high-profile tenants, have now come forward to clarify the details of their arrangement with Meghan and Harry. According to the Coppolas, the Sussexes have been renting the property located in the upscale neighborhood of Montecito, California, for an undisclosed sum. Well, that's interesting. Speculation about the ownership of the Olive Garden estate has been rife since Meghan and Harry's move to the property last year. Some reports suggested that the couple had purchased the mansion outright, fueling speculation about their financial independence and lifestyle choices. However, the Coppola's recent statements have put these rumors to rest, revealing that Meghan and Harry are tenants rather than owners of the property. Well, there you go, eh? The revelation has prompted renewed interest in the Sussexes' living situation and raised questions about their long-term plans in Montecito. With their lease on the Olive Garden estate set to expire, guys, is that why she's not doing that stupid food show there? Or I don't think they even live together, but anyway. Speculation abounds about whether Meghan and Harry will renew their rental agreement or seek out alternative accommodations in the area. The Coppola's decision to speak out about Meghan and Harry's living situation underscores the intense scrutiny and public interest surrounding the couple's every move. Despite their efforts to maintain a sense... Despite their efforts to maintain a sense of privacy and normalcy, the Sussexes continue to be the subject of relentless media attention and speculation about their personal life. Oh, Lord. So this is the end of this. It says, as Meghan and Harry navigate their new chapter in Montecito, the revelation that they do not own the Olive Garden estate serves as a reminder of the complexity of celebrity life and the challenges of maintaining a sense of privacy and security in the public eye. Whether they choose to remain in their current residence or seek out new accommodations, one thing is clear: the world will be watching every step of the way. Underneath, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, where do they live? So it shows the, mansion and all that. But I 110% believe they don't live there. They don't even live together, as far as I'm concerned. But knowing that they were renting, that does make sense. But like I said, believe what you want. I just am the messenger. Okay, we're going to have some commercials. Yay.
People that should be able to speak is us. And I don't understand why people don't see that we are the best fit to tell people what to do and how to live their lives.
Don't worry, we will get rid of people having the freedom of thought and speech. If their opinions are not the same as ours, they should be eradicated by any means necessary. They will soon learn to kiss the ring. Princess, I will not let you down.
Your 5 years is running out. Don't disappoint me. What the hell is this on my computer? A virus? It is not canceling out. Oh shit.
Protect free speech.
Why are you haunting me?
She is entitled to express them under the Bill of Rights and the First Amendment, remembering the First Amendment that her husband describes as bonkers.
Were you eavesdropping on my meeting?
And once again, that she's entitled to express her views, but of course, as we've seen, other people are not allowed to do so because their opinions, based upon the evidence of her behaviour, are dismissed as being predicated on racist and hate-filled activity.
You are just a hater and jealous of me. Tutor, who are you going to troll when we move out of this house? Don't expect an invite to our housewarming party on our private island called Alcatraz.
Does raise the prospect of yet more hypocrisy being demonstrated.
Oh no, not Rick Astley. Tutor, you are going to pay for this.
I want the crispy bread, but it's all floppy doppy. What do I do?
You have to toast it. Did servants do everything for you? God!
How do you toast it?
In the toaster, you ginger riri.
In the what?
It's the box on the counter with the slits at the top. Oh my god!
What? It's not doing anything and it's still floppy
Plug
doppy.
it in, you inbred. Not the bread.
You said plug in the inbred. Inbred.
I am so dry right now.
Okay, so I did something a little bit different on this chapter, you guys. I'm going to read it out first. No hate, just Tate talking HARKLES fate. And then another new bump picture. Yeah. And footage and possible surrogate found. Yeah. So I just want to do a real quick explanation here. As far as Tate is concerned, all I am caring about, I picked 4 clips that he is talking only about and Harry, and that's it. I'm not political. I don't know anything about what's going on in his life. That's not what this is about. It's just he is so dead on with them that I did want to share it with you guys if you haven't seen them, because you'll be shocked at how dead on this man is. So let's just get to it. Real quick, I just wanted to show you guys that if I put him and her name in on TikTok, no results found. But if you just type in his name, something comes up. He says, you can't waste your life dating, drinking, and partying when you are the last hope of your parents. That's pretty profound, actually. His dad was a worldwide known chess player, and it was an UFC fighter, and has a lot of money right now. But he was banned off of everything because of his views. But I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is the stuff. Same thing with Insta, guys. You can't find anything about him talking about But just him, and yes, he does have a social presence now. So, in some regards, off of some platforms, she's managed to get him off where it concerns her. Because what he says, you guys, is pretty in your face. I can't wait to share them. Okay, so this was over a year ago, maybe longer. Because he calls her Kate, but it's no disrespect. That's just what she was called then. This one's a little kind of blurry, but the other ones aren't. I apologize for that. Some of his stuff is hard to find, and this one was on X. So what I'm going to do is basically he's going to be reacting to her and Oprah, and it's pretty good.
As well, right? There were certain things that you couldn't do, but unlike what you see in the movies, there's no class on how to speak, how to cross your legs, how to be royal. There's none of that training. That might exist for other.
There's no class on how to be a classy lady. There's no class on how to behave yourself. There's no class on how to have respect for tradition. You know why? Because the royal family expects Harry to not choose some divorcee, low-level, D-list American washed-up actress. They expect him to choose a lady of quality, as did his older brother William. Kate did not need lessons. Kate understood. Learn on the job, behave yourself, be receptive, pay attention, and have respect. Why would they need a class? There's only two brothers. Why would they put a class together? The first brother didn't fuck it up. The second brother has to choose a wife who hopefully is an entitled moron. That's all he has to do. Get a wife who's not an entitled moron. She'll pick it up pretty quickly. Now she's like, there was no class. I can't believe it. There was no class. I thought you were amazing at the job. I thought you nailed it. Remember? Actress? Idiot.
Exists for other members of the family. That was not something that was offered to me.
So nobody tells you anything?
No.
Nobody prepares you?
No, but even down, sorry, but even down to like the national anthem.
Sorry. Shh. I'm complaining now.
No one. Growing up as a woman of color, as a little girl of color.
Meghan, you are white. Nobody is going to see you in Harlem and go, yeah, sister. Nobody. You are as white as snow. Shut up.
And also into conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
You're a liar. No one in the royal family sitting around going, ooh, Prince Harry, he's gonna have black kids. No one on earth would look at Prince Harry's pasty ass, this chick with the tiniest smidgen of melanin, and say that's gonna be a black baby. I'm about to Google up this baby. Archie Harrison Windsor. How black is that baby? I've seen snowstorms darker than this. We all knew it was gonna be a white baby. Maybe you were concerned, Meghan, because you were still dicking one of the NBA stars on the slide.
I just wanted to interject a little something here. There are a couple of his that I have to put on Patreon. They're a little too raunchy. But they have to do with her basically doing what he said. This is one of the fellas. I mean, she was passed around as well in Canada, between the NHL stars. So, yeah. Something. Okay, let's hear some more wisdom. Okay, so this is going to be the last one from him, but it's a good one. And you guys, the reason I chose him too is he is half black, half white. He grew up in the UK, British citizen. He knows, runs in those kind of circles, so he knows what he's talking about. I just thought he would be one of the best to actually speak up for the UK and for Britain and everybody. And you'll see in his last little rant here that he does. So, I hope you enjoy it as much as I did.
Enemies, because trust me, I have enough. But I feel compelled to comment on this Meghan and Harry documentary. Why is nobody pointing out the obvious? As usual, Andrew Tate, the man who has to get canceled for saying water is wet. I'm just gonna fucking say it. The basic premise is that Meghan and Harry are innocent and the royal family is guilty and bullying them and picking on them, and that England as a whole has bullied them and picked on them. The reason being because they are racist. Why is nobody else saying that Meghan Markle isn't black? She's whiter than me. Not only is she whiter than me, she's whiter than the current Prime Minister of the UK. She's whiter than the Mayor of London. She's not even black. Why is nobody talking about this? The fact she's pulling the race card is absolutely and utterly insulting to every dark-skinned person who has ever genuinely suffered from racism, ever. If you're sitting there and you're dark skinned and you suffer from racism, why are you allowing this light skinned white woman to come along and use racism as defense for the fact that she's just not a likable person? And nobody likes seeing the Prince of England cuck. Because that's all that's happened. No one likes seeing the Prince of England be a bitch. And we know it's her fault. It's nothing to do with your skin color. We just don't fucking like you. The only people who are sticking up for her as well are these race-baiting, random liberal black people. Why? She's using the race card and she doesn't even deserve it. No one's fucking racist against her. She was famous. She was fine. She was in suits or whatever, running around doing whatever haram stuff she was doing. There's no racial implication here. Nobody likes her at all. So, as usual, Andrew Tate has the solution. I officially invite Meghan Markle to cook me chicken. Because if she's black, it's gonna taste good. I know. I've been around the block. I'm brown enough to tell. When Meghan Markle cooks me a chicken dinner, I know she doesn't cook shit for Harry. When she cooks me a chicken dinner, I will then confirm if she is black or not. Because I have a strong suspicion she's full of shit.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I couldn't resist. Okay, so you guys, I'm sure we've all seen these pictures, but they've come up again. I was sent the footage and I did some screenshots because the whole footage we don't need to see. But it just says uncovered footage, Archie's surrogate spotted outside Westminster Abbey awaiting Meghan and Harry. Now, I remember this happening and everybody's like, no, no, no. But now I'm wondering. So let's see some more. So here's like a little bit of a better picture of her. Yeah, why would a pregnant woman be out there? It doesn't make any sense. Now look at this, you guys. It's that same woman. They have an arrow there, but it's her. She doesn't look as pregnant, but who is she and why is she like in the picture? Wow. So I saw this and I was like, holy moly. I don't know what to think, you guys. I don't. I really don't. What do you guys think? Please tell me, because this is really bizarre, because this is the same woman. Like, what? And who is she? Here's another picture. Obviously, this is when she wasn't pregnant or anything. I'm just really confused right now, to be honest. And this one. Like, what? What? So then I thought, you know what? Some people are going to say this is her niece, right? So I got some pictures of her niece just to compare. Okay, so here's one picture of Ashley. I mean, there are some resemblances, but as we go further, they become less. So here's another picture of them together. And here she looks less like the other lady. I mean, they do have similar face shapes, but definitely not her. A little bit more of a close-up. Definitely not her. Not only that, that woman was pregnant. So, as far as I know, Ashley's not been. Okay, so I haven't seen this one before. Have you guys? I just wrote, how many bum pics are there out there? Like, what? Oh my God. So honestly, I have not seen this. Very bizarre. So like I had said last time, we're going to start seeing now different angles, all kinds of stuff. And it's happening. Like, it's coming out. People are showing the pictures. Because these are pictures you would never see even a year ago, guys. Not even a year ago. So I have just a short, brief little bit of footage to show you because someone put it together and it was like, holy moly. So I'll show you guys that. And then I'm going to go right into commercial and then we'll do our last chapter. Wow, hey guys, like, what? I haven't seen this either. Like, really, this was Birkenhead. Wow.
I love my brother, I love my family, I will always do.
Another issue that occurred when the royal family was traveling together, can you elaborate on that?
Em and I were flying on a private jet, and we were asked to sit in the back of the plane.
Why'd you have to sit in the back?
That's where the seats were.
Oh.
Yeah, only two. And it was hurtful.
I mean, if there's only two seats in the back, what other seats were there?
Well, when we entered the plane, I wanted to sit in the front.
That's the cockpit.
Exactly. First of all, it's the cockpit, and there's some misogynism there. Certainly, maybe unconsciously. And the two pilots also wore white shirts. It was clearly a dig at M.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just what pilots have always worn.
Yeah, well, clearly it's systemic. But it's hurtful.
No, yeah, it sounds tough.
And I love my brother, my family.
Ask you about unconscious bias.
Sorry, I want to break it now.
My family ignored me for years. I understand that. You have a good day. Okay? One question about your hat. I notice it's black. Is that on purpose? What are your thoughts on unconscious bias?
Unconscious what?
How you say bias in Spanish? Attention whore.
Our English is really bad.
And your hat is white. Why?
Just because it's from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay. Beautiful. Be better from Africa.
Season 44 of The Crown. Dreadfully, my family's primary concern was that of our child's natural tan. Harry, sweetie, tell her about Lizzie's reanimated corpse husband. Oh, yes. Every morning, get this, we had to defrost Prince Philip Daddy in the microwave. Yes, quite so. Pardon me for spilling the tea, if you will. Next week on The Crown, Queen Lizzie decides to pay Meghan and Harry a quick little visit.
Okay, well, I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. So, last chapter, blinds, online chatter, and it's just AKOW's water cooler gossip. And you guys, the reason I even have this is so that, you know, anything that's put out on this chapter, some of it's real, some of it we don't know, but it's just all fun to, you know, check things out. I don't always just want to read the Daily Mail, so that's just me. But anyways, let's just have some fun. So I found this and I thought perfect because I do want to bring this up. So I wrote, love this, and the illustrator is my favorite. I gotta find out the name of the person that did these because that is the... I've had it before on my community page and it's a riot. I just love it. Anyways, she says, I don't think this hijack linking through to the PPOW's Royal Foundation has been shared here yet. So she shares it. The illustrator seems to have been quite inspired by M's middle hair part. I just wrote, way to go, Lady C. And I'm proud she grabbed the Canadian one. Yay! So basically, if anyone doesn't know, Lady C bought up the domain names that, you know, the brilliant Meghan didn't think to, you know, purchase. And when you click on it, it goes to a charity. And it also goes on to wish Princess Catherine, you know, good health and all that stuff. Basically everything that Rochelle would hate. So for me, Lady C is my hero at the moment for that. So there was this little story, excuse me, sent by a wonderful sub. And I have to read it because it just shows what a POS she really is. I love the part, this was from an Australian lady. I love the part of when these poor attacked grifters came to my country of Australia, to my state of Queensland, and arrived at Fraser Island, where the Indigenous owners of the land prepared a welcome to country ceremony, which the children had prepared for months. When poor pregnant Megs decided she was a bit tired and didn't show. Oh my God. Hell, it was only the unveiling of HMTQ Commonwealth canopy. Sure, pop your feet up, love. After seeing the young Indigenous children heartbroken because they couldn't give Megsy their gifts, Hazza spent all of 10 minutes with them. No live cameras. He then popped on a waiting yacht, sailing back to find his beloved mummy wife in a black SUV, making her grand entrance for the cameras, and who made a magical speedy recovery to parade in a see-through expensive dress, cradling that non-existent bump for the live cameras. Why would a black woman who worked so hard want to visit other black women who had gifts for her? Hopefully she'll educate us all again with her plagiarism in this documentary that I won't be watching, but will certainly pop back here to read the funniest comment section YouTube has ever had. P.S. Dear Netflix, I have since canceled my account due to this trashy lie feast. You can make it look as dramatic as you want, but all the lies have already been given to Oprah. Can you believe? I feel so bad for those kids, you guys. That's absolutely horrible. I love this chapter, guys, because I can just go from whatever I want to whatever. So anyways, there's this. This is an absolute scandal. A notorious celebrity dimwit gives up on the UK, moves 5,000 miles away, slags off everyone he left behind, and then claims £500,000 and counting from British taxpayers for vanity litigation. How is this allowed? This is from the Telegraph. Prince Harry's failed bid to get police protection. Like, honestly, that's the truth. The taxpayers are paying for this. It's insane. He does not in any way, shape, or form need the kind of security he thinks he does. Another sigh moment. So I found just a couple little stories, and I just wrote, love that people are telling their stories about these fools. In the corner I wrote, she also skips out on paying hotel bills. Can you imagine how many hotels that is? Oh, Lord. So it says it was reported she refused to pay a $3,000 salon bill, stated she would give the salon a shout out instead of payment. Shout outs don't pay the bills. She did not pay the bill or give a shout out. She is a con, a user, a thief. So this was really interesting. I said this is obviously something she's done her entire life. My BFF worked on that show, Suits. Cool. The owner had gone to the set to go after the producer to pay up the unpaid rent, as Meghan told him it wasn't her responsibility and the show would pay. This is about her rental, you guys. The producer lost his shit and screaming at her it was not in her contract or anyone else's, and her diva bills were her own. She pulled this on the show all the time. Hence another reason as to why she was fired. And I wrote, fired? Didn't she give up her amazing career for the monarchy? So now we know, you guys, that, well, you know, there is rumors of that, but, like, I believe this girl. Why would she lie? Her best friend worked on it. It's very easy to see how Rochel would get fired. I mean, let's be real, right? It's just amazing now the truth's all coming out. I do. I love it. I love it. So this was sent to me, and I thought, well, that's interesting. She says, I've been saying that she took her wedding ring off to slowly change the size of the diamond. It wasn't big enough for her. I've said she will make that blood diamond her wedding ring soon. What do we have here? And I wrote, now we know where the pinky ring went. Remember that ring that she got from that Saudi there? Botswana being special, my arse. I wonder where Princess Di's diamonds are. Honestly, she's right. That's what is in that ring. She doesn't wear the pinky ring anymore because she put that diamond in there. Like, her husband supposedly got special diamond from Botswana, but she could care less. Shocker. I just wanted to show off my meme because, like I said, not everybody sees them in the community tab. And I'm so proud because today I actually went to the Dollarama and I actually took this photo. It's from me. And the only thing that's not on there that I put on there was the peanut butter. Harry has no nuts peanut butter. And that I wrote Rochel's jam at all Dollarama stores worldwide. $2.50. And then on them, I wrote Rochel Raglan. God. You guys, that is twice the amount of jam that she's hawking, if she even is. And I put an arrow. It was $2.50. So yeah, those are real pictures. And I just made, obviously, the peanut butter. But yeah, real pictures. And then, of course, I put Rochel. But so I thought, pretty cool. You can see my little store there. And it's a pretty cool meme, I think. So, yeah. The blind item. Awesome. The only reason the illiterate one and her husband are staying in the resort and not mooching off some poor sap is because the streaming service is paying the bill. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and Netflix. This was for that polo stuff. I love these comments, you guys. They're like my favorite now. Okay. Over the weekend, I read that the hired help and camera crews at Shea Markle of Montecito are leaking details about Meghan and Harry's interactions with one another. Apparently, she has a penchant for throwing herself on the floor in wild displays of crying and screaming and other histrionics while shouting at Harry about how badly he has ruined her life. Yeah, that's rich. And he caves to her every single time, exclaiming that he knows that he isn't good enough for her and that he will promise to do better. And then it all settles down. And then it happens again. So basically, she exploits his fear of abandonment and cosplays Mummy while doing so. Take it for what it's worth, but I think there's probably a lot of truth in the toxicity emanating from Shea Markle. I believe that kind of life, how Kate made her cry when really it was the humiliation of her trashy family embarrassing her in front of the world before her wedding. But sure, Megs, whatever you say, eye roll. But she wasn't about to admit that and remind Harry he was marrying into a family of trash and Meghan was as trashy as the rest of them. So she said Kate asking a question was somehow beyond abusive and drove her over the edge. What a monster. Did they even mention children? A lot of the talk surrounding them sounds like a couple without children. I hope they don't see this. It does sound like she is doing a performance of Diana and of something he has witnessed. I know someone who did some work in their house shortly after they moved in. no sign of kids, no toys, etc. But there was a dog and its stuff laying around. Someone says, I just can't imagine her acting this way with strangers around. Performative crying for manipulative ends, yes, but she's made that performance away from others' eyes. Someone said, narcissists really don't see or think about anything beyond their own noses. Meg wants what she wants, and she wants it now. The toxicity is hard to deal with. You have to get away from it. I think most narcissists get to go on being toxic in a small arena, but HARKLES' nastiness and bullying and grandiosity is on display for the world to see, and only idiots are buying the facade. In other news, the hijacked Arrow UK page is up to nearly £23,000. I love that. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay. 2 people with cluster B personality disorders. Fun times. Harry has talked about her temper tantrum. Sounds like something a 3-year-old would do. And you know what, you guys? She does admit to flinging herself on the floor a lot, crying. So, not surprised. What do you expect from fucking grifters? Lazy effing grifters. Someone said they do need your money desperately, but maybe there's hope. Purchasers of Meghan's Maple Leaf leaf blower will be excited about another must-have horticulture item. The Meg is a multi-purpose adjustable action hoe. Do you need to remove weeds, clear soil, or harvest root crops in your garden? Oh, Lord. For thrusting in the bush or penetrating deeply into the undergrowth? The Meg is your answer. Prince Harry says this hoe will do anything. And he's just one of countless satisfied customers. Was $119.99. Now at the special closing down sale price of only $19.99. Oh, people are funny, you guys. So this is it, guys, and then commercials, and we're done. Okay, I read somewhere that Harry went up and introduced himself to some rich people, then asked to use one of their homes. Granted, rich people do that a lot, but usually it's not the second sentence you ever hear coming out of their mouths. I was once invited to this thing about alternative energy at the home of one of the Bronfmans. I was surprised to find they had about 10 house guests staying with them for long periods, 6 weeks, just to visit and keep busy. They were also invited to the presentation, which is how I learned about this. And then someone writes, the aristocracy has been doing this forever. Harry knows that you have to reciprocate with like for like. I'm sure no one would want to visit the Montecito chicken farm in exchange for private jets and fancy holiday homes. Although I wish someone would let Meghan stay aboard a yacht just to see her reaction. Oh my God. These blind items are my favorite, you guys. They really are. I'm losing my voice. Wow. I'm out of practice. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, from my heart, I truly can't thank you enough. A like, a sub, that would be fantastic. I'll answer your comments after I wake up because I'll go to bed after I upload this. But yeah, we will watch the commercials together and then we will see each other in the next one. Okay, bye guys.
I didn't get an invite to the coronation.
You did?
Oh, but Charles didn't deliver it personally, did he? So it don't count. Anyway, I'm far too busy to be dealing with that.
What are you doing?
Getting my hair done.
Get a perm.
Gonna have a bath.
Use bubbles.
It's Scooby-Doo Day on Nickelodeon, so I've got to watch all of that.
Scooby-Doo.
And the Dalai Lama wants to suck my tongue off.
Why does he want to do that?
Oh, I don't know, it's the Dalai Lama. You can't argue with him. You just got to let him suck your tongue off until something happens. You can suck mine if you like. The only things of yours that I want to suck are your chubba chubbas, your bank balance, and maybe your finger if I dip it in Nutella. But not in a sexy way, Harry. In a way where we're watching TV, I don't want to get up to get a spoon, I don't want to use my finger, so I just take your hand, dip it in Nutella, and lick it a bit.
I'll be your human spoon.
Yeah, I'll call you Dipper from now on.
And annoying junior member of the royal family appeared in court today. The moany prince, who recently sued me personally and the newspaper that I used to work for and hope to work for again, blames all of his problems on the media. To be honest, I'm surprised he managed to drag himself back from abroad, which is where he lives now, which technically makes him foreign. I mean, arguably the best thing he's ever done is make a small dent in the net migration figures. He testified for 5 hours, and our long-suffering celebrity tittle-tattle and royal stuff correspondent, Gregory Badminton, was there for the whole thing. Yes, that's right. The royal whinger was in combative mood today, blaming the press, including the newspaper that gave me my first job and which I still have a column in, for all of his problems, including his red hair and the fact that he allegedly still wets the bed. As cameras are not allowed in the courtroom, we will reconstruct his words using a deliberately bad actor, who is still nowhere near as annoying as the real thing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so sad and angry, and I have no evidence for anything illegal. Some of his words have been edited or made up for clarity. Being a royal is such a mare, and I'll admit my wife is annoying. That's quite enough of that, I think. Do you know something? I actually met his wife once. Really? Yes, we were at an event together. At one point she said hello to me, but I know what she really meant was, I want you. Now, let's go over to the results of our poll. Yes, that's right. Earlier we asked you to vote. Is this insufferably woke member of the royal family who abandoned us in our hour of need and is always banging on about nonsense, A, embarrassing, or B, mortifying? And I've got the results here. It's 52% embarrassing, 48% mortifying. A devastating result there for the mopey Duke. The trial continues tomorrow, where no doubt he'll wang on about more things he blames us for, and we'll continue to cover it in our fair and balanced way. Coming up, I'll be reviewing the tell-all memoir written by my ex-wife and crowing about the fact that I found several serious errors in the chapter in which she discusses why she left me, because I think you'll find, Judith, there's only one L in halitosis.